All right, so this is our first call of the month, so I am really excited. September needs to be a huge month. There are some awesome prizes for Hitting Success Club 5. So if you have not seen yet, for Hitting Success Club 5, you will get the P90X program, P90X2 program, and the P90X3 program. That is a total of like $300, and you get it all for just Hitting Success Club 5. So huge incentive to do that. If you are a brand new coach and you're like, what the heck is Success Club? Basically, it is selling 3 challenge packs. Each challenge pack is 2 points each, so you'll get to 6. And so if you just focus on helping 3 people in a month, you will be able to get it. So also, as a brand new coach, you have the opportunity in your first 3 months of Hitting Success Club to earn a free summit ticket. This is huge because Summit is sold out, and let me tell you, it is something you want to be at. There really shouldn't be any questions about it. I promise you, this is an event that you won't want to miss. So make sure that you get there and that you are hitting Success Club 5 in your first 3 months of your business. What are you doing, bud?
I'm going to send Bradley a message back.
In the mail. Go shut that front door, please. Okay. So, okay. Then we have, let's see. Okay, so the challenge packs that are on sale are the PIO challenge pack, which is $140. The 3-day refresh challenge pack, which is also $140, and then the PIO Kickstart. So that includes the PIO DVDs, the refresh, and the lost my train of thought because my child is right here. Sorry. This is the PIO DVDs, the refresh, and the month of Shakeology. Okay.
Kickstarter.
So, what are you doing?
It's such a full stand. Hold on.
No, just here.
I'm sending this.
Okay, that's fine. Can you do it in the other room, please? Yes, you need to.
That's what
Okay.
you get.
Then also in the month of September, along with all of that, we are going to do a volume drive. So if you haven't yet gotten on, so I guess this week was the first week, we're doing a volume drive through Revelation Fitness is putting together this program as to how to maximize your volume. And so basically we're going to figure out how you guys as coaches can maximize your volume on each side of your legs so that you are making you're maxing out on your volume at your money cap. So each rank has a different cap on the amount of money that you can make through your volume points. And this group is about learning how to max that out so that no matter what rank you're at the tip top of it. Because a lot of coaches, like there's 5-star diamond coaches that me as a diamond coach was making more money than them because they're not maxing out at the amount that they could be. So they're not getting the volume up to get the income that they should be. So it's not always about the status of it. It's about that volume. So look for our, we're going to have kind of like a competition throughout this month. We'll be posting different things to do each week, I guess, and you're going to be keeping track of your goals and what you're hitting, and you will get points for completing these little assignments. And so maybe the top 5 I'm still figuring out with the diamond crew, but you will receive a really awesome prize. So, like I said, we're trying to figure out the ins and outs of it still, but keep a lookout for our posts. They will be starting very, very soon. All right, moving on. So we have our Team Cup winners. Now there is a little discrepancy that we're trying to figure out, but it is a very close race. So the race is over, but like I said, there's a little thing we got to get figured out. So in first place, technical first place, we have Ladies and the Champ. They ended the month with 49 points. That is freaking awesome! Woo! And that group was Kim Bumber, Marlena Cohen, Jenna Desiderio, Lisa Trucks, and Kyle Devlin. So, yay! Great job, you guys. In second place was the Diamond Chasers, and that group ended up with 48 points, and they were made up of Stephanie McClintock, Amanda Salcedo, Courtney Brock, Vanessa Maya, and Jamie Burke. Woo woo! Go team. You guys rock. All right. Then we have some more recognition because it was the end of the month. So we have some people that literally pulled out the stops. Shout out to Brittany Plummer, to Kim Bumber. There might be another person I'm missing, but in the last hours of the night, they hit Success Club. And so I am very, very proud of you. That is amazing. You never stop until the end, and you guys pulled it off. So I'm proud. But we have Brittany Plummer with Success Club 5, Amy DeMayo with 5, Vanessa Maya with 6, Megan Note with 6, Leah Winchell with 6, Kim Bumber with 6, Joe DeSanzo with 6, Laura Cato with 7, Dan Cooley with 8, Jamie Burke with 8, Kelly Black with 10, Amanda Salcedo with 11, Whitney Knight with 12, Marlena Cohen with 12, Kyle Devlin with 12, Brittany Cooley with 13, Jenna Desiderio with 15, and Courtney Brock with 16 points. So that is amazing. That is a lot of lives being changed and impacted right there. So very excited and proud of all of you guys. Okay, sorry. My throat is like swelling. Okay, so tonight we are going to talk about 3 vital behaviors. Kelly went to the coach training that was held. That is also, there will be one held in New Jersey. It was just posted, it might be next week, I believe, the next couple weeks. But each person that runs it has their own story. They have their own way of doing things. Okay, Kyle says there's one in North Carolina in October. So look it up. There might be one in your area. But tonight I want to talk to you about the 3 vital behaviors, especially if you're a new coach. These are things that, there's a reason why they're called vital, because without all 3 of them, your business will not do as well as if you were to do all 3 together. So you can be successful to a point by doing 2 of them, but if you're missing that 3rd piece, it's not all coming together. So I'm going to hand it over to Kelly. She's going to just explain them to you and then talk a little bit about what she learned at the training and what, her biggest takeaways were from what, I'm not sure who ran yours. Do you remember them? Mindy?
Lord. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so from what Mindy said, this is how she does it. Like I said, each trainer will have a different spin on it. So Kelly's presentation tonight will be a little different than if you do attend these trainings. So Kelly, you got the floor.
All righty. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. She really covered a lot of the invitation process. She kind of skimmed over the other two. I think she was running out of time, so she just kind of crammed it in. But what she said is the purpose of the 3 vital behaviors is to, 1, identify the most leveraged activities, 2, to take action, and 3, to create results. And for invite, she changed it to connect, because you should build friendships and find things in common, and do your forming, talk about family, occupation, recreation, and then give your message. So it's to me, it was a little less intimidating than invite. It's easier to connect with somebody. She said success will be determined on how well you align your goals and activities. She said act as though you're a leader. Even if you've only sold 1 challenge pack, be a leader for your 1 challenger. She said to write down your daily, weekly, monthly, and long-term goals and get them on paper, and then share them with somebody for accountability. She also said, don't be afraid to fail, because life equals risk. She wants everyone to print out the call of action sheet that's in the Coach Online office and pin it up somewhere where you'll see it every day, and follow those steps every day.
Perfect. So could you give us an overview of what they are, the 3 vital behaviors? So if there's brand new coaches on this call, they know
Sure.
what we're talking about, and just explain a little bit what they are.
Okay, so the first one is invite. The second one is be a product of the product, and the other one is personal development. So inviting, obviously, is getting people as challengers, getting them into your group so that you can help them, as many as possible. Personal development would be reading, audio books, the National Wake Up Call, coach calls, team calls, anything that helps you develop yourself and yourself as a coach. And being a product of the product is obviously using the products, sharing that you're using them, sharing your success stories and your progress. And also she was talking about, as far as being a product of the product, not just the programs, but also the nutritional products, the 3-day refresh, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. So some of you, I understand, especially when you're a brand new coach, one thing that floated through my head was, well, I have never done a program. And that, when I started coaching, I was a gym goer. I was somebody that loved the gym. I never could see myself as somebody that actually worked out at home. And I still love the gym, but my life changed, and getting to the gym was not as easy. And I was getting more frustrated trying to go, not being able to go, than if I were to just have a workout at home and be able to do it at home. So that switch of mindset, because I was thinking, okay, nutritional side, Shakeology, yes, I love it. This changes people's lives literally for health perspective. And so my belief wasn't there in the products yet when I started as a coach. I actually didn't sell a challenge pack in the first 2.5 months of my business, but I sold probably 20 Shakeology home direct orders in the first month and a half. But it's because my belief was there. That's what I believed in at that point. I didn't believe that people needed this program because I'd never done one. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to do all of the programs, but do one. And if you've never done the 3-day refresh before, do it. I mean, I didn't get to do it for a while because I was pregnant and then nursing, but I was still able to do my research. I had coaches who had done it. There were results. So I was able to use other people's progress and other people's testimonials about it. But I couldn't. So my belief was building. But until you actually do it, there's a whole nother ball game. You are able to talk from your heart to people. And so, like Kelly said, the nutritional aspect of it is very, very important. I know that some people might have, like I know a couple people that actually cannot drink Shakeology. So once again, if you don't have that personal experience, get to know somebody else's experience like it was your own, so that your belief in it is so big that you can't help talk to people about it. And like, I think that once you become a product of the product, the connect, invite piece becomes natural. Because just like if you went to this brand new restaurant in town and it was like thebomb.com, you have never been to a place like this before, best food, best service, just an awesome atmosphere, you would tell your friends all about it, right? You'd be in a hair salon. Oh my gosh, have you tried that restaurant over in town? It is awesome. You have to go and try it out. Why don't you talk like that about Beachbody? If you struggle with it, you got to build that belief. And so the invitation piece will become easier and easier as you build your belief and become that product of the product, trying out new things and, practicing it. You have to practice it to get good at it. So absolutely essential. It is. That's why we say you really need to be on the Shakeology. When you sign up as a coach, like, it's a non-negotiable, because you need to know for yourself what it can do for you. Personal development. Non-negotiable. Calls, non-negotiable. I mean, when I started as a coach, these 3 things, Melanie told me, this is what you do. These 3 things. You get on our Monday night calls, 9 o'clock. You listen to National Wake Up Calls. You invite, and you're a product of the product. I did it. It was that simple. I didn't ask. I didn't make excuses. I didn't say, oh, well, I'm going to be traveling, or, oh, well, I'm going to be on vacation. And obviously, if you're on an airplane, you can't do it. But I will tell you, I was driving in cars. I was on vacations. I was wherever. Sometimes I still am like running around with my kids in the kitchen, and I have one earbud in and my phone's in my pocket while I'm cooking dinner. So it doesn't have to be pretty. It does not have to be pretty. Personal development is, the beauty of it is it's a piece that you can literally fit in any part of your day. It's like that multitasking piece that there's no excuse for. So I listen to books on Audible while I'm working out. Mm-hmm. I listen to personal development or National Wake Up Calls when I am driving. When I am folding laundry, I'm listening to a book or a podcast. So utilize your time. I think personal development to me was really scary at first because I hate reading. I literally hate it. And I don't have time for it. I really don't. I cannot sit down and read a book unless I stay up until 1 a.m. because my children are usually all over the place and I can't sit still for that amount of time. So reading book was kind of out of the question. And so to me, I was like, how am I going to get this personal development in when I'm supposed to be doing it? It's actually really the easiest part because literally you can download it on your phone and listen. It is literally at your fingertips. So, and on these calls, if you have to call in while you're driving and not be on face-to-face, do it. I don't care. I'm a hot mess usually anyway. So like I said, be a hot mess with me. I don't care. Just get on. Soak up as much personal development as possible, because I promise if you are not doing it, that's what's missing, and that is why your business is not moving forward, or maybe you are at a plateau. Personal development, okay? It will build you as a person. It will give you ideas. It will be your next post on Instagram. Like, people ask me, how do you get these ideas for Instagram? I don't ever know what to talk about. My personal development, literally, that's what I get my ideas from. So, and it doesn't have to be long. It could be literally 5-10 minutes a day when you first start. And then you build. And then, you want to do it more. So it just happens. But please don't skimp out on it, because it is so easy. And like I said, that was my I didn't do personal development right away. Because like I said, I didn't feel that I had the time to read. And then I realized, oh wait, I can do Audible, or I can buy a CD, or I can download it. So that was like my saving grace. I'll tell you, like my saving grace. Another tip that I just want to throw in with that piece is, when you do hear really great things, in my notepad on my phone, I'll just type in real quick, like whatever it was that person said, so that later, when I don't have any ideas for my posts, I go back into my notebook and I can look through and pull ideas. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's really good. Now I know what I'm going to post about. Because believe me, there are days when I'm like, no sleep. I just don't want to do this. And my brain's not functioning. And I don't have time. And I'm like, oh wait, phone. Let me go look. 5 seconds later, idea, figure a post, do it. Okay? So eliminates those excuses. So you can make sure that you're taking notes on something that you're most people usually have their phones on them. Like, if I write stuff on papers, like, I lose them. I literally have papers all over my house, like, of different things. And I'm like, oh shoot, where did that go? So it's best if I put it in my phone. I've learned that. There's also like Evernote and things like that, where you can have access to it, whether you're on a computer, iPad, phone. That's another great app that you can use for emails, conversations, things like that, that you can access. Like if you're out, let's say, and you have a sample email and somebody is interested in a program, you're like, oh shoot, like, I don't know, I saved it on my computer. I'm not near my computer. I need to get this email out. You don't have to race home, because if you have Evernote, it's there and you put it on there. So it's really convenient. So, what was I going to say?
Dropbox is another good one.
Yes.
Dropbox.
Yeah, Dropbox is a great one too. There's also, what's the Google one? Google
Docs.
Drive. Yes. Google Drive, Google Docs, yeah. Both. I don't know. It's the same thing. I use that one as well. I actually use that. I use that first, so like I'm more familiar with that one. But same concept. You can download files to that, pictures, like literally anything. So utilize those simple resources to make your life a little easier, and you don't have to feel like you have to be on your computer all the time. Okay, so with all that said, I had asked Brittany Cooley to talk to us a little bit about life application of these 3 vital behaviors. So, they're good to know. They're good to be like, okay, I know I need to do this. But how does that actually translate when you truly do all 3 of them for the majority of the time every single day? I'll give you a couple days here and there. I get it. It's life. But, when you are consistent in these behaviors, how that will translate into your success, how that translates not only to your business, but your physical, mental, everything. And so Brittany is very consistent in all of these behaviors, and she has truly seen a full life transformation. So Brittany, it's all yours.
Okay. Hi, guys. Sorry I was on late. I was at the gym training. Okay. So 3 vital behaviors. A lot of people ask me, I get messages all the time. How are you so successful? How are you getting all these people? Where are you finding them? What are you doing? How are you hitting Success Club 10 plus every month? It's this, guys. It's the 3 vital behaviors. There is no, this is the secret sauce. Everybody asks me what the magical potion is that I'm doing and how I'm doing this and how I'm growing my social media and how I'm growing I've ran out of people that I know, so I need to expand my network. And people are asking me how I do this. It's because I'm doing the 3 vital behaviors every single day. And you have to keep them going to keep the momentum going in your business. It's so important because my life has changed completely in the last 15 months of being a coach. And it's because of these behaviors, because they gave me structure. They gave me, okay, if I don't do anything else today, I have to send out 5 messages to new people. I have to follow up with old people. I have to add 3 to 4 or 5 new friends on Facebook. I have to either listen to a podcast for a few minutes or try to read a book or something like that. And I have to drink my shake and do my workout. And it literally, if you think about it, if you break it down in your head, it literally transforms your whole life, because not only are you working on your health and you're working on your fitness, but you're expanding your network, you're building relationships through your invites, you're being a product of the product. So you're working on your health and fitness, which is showing others, what you're doing, because you look better, you feel better, you physically feel better. I know when I started, I had terrible diet. I sat on the couch for a majority of my life. I would go to work and I'd come home and I'd literally sit and binge watch Netflix, Gossip Girl, One Tree Hill all night until I went to bed. I literally felt like I had no purpose other than Netflix. I was the person that was I run marathons on Netflix. That was me. I felt like I had no purpose other than television and eating. I love to eat and I love to watch TV, and that's it. And then when I got this, I'm like, well, I can get up in the morning and I can have a shake, so I don't have to skip breakfast, so I'm not starving. And then I can come home and I can actually work out for 25 minutes, something that I had never done before, which I was super sore and I cussed Shanti out every day, but I felt better about myself because I was getting off that couch. And that consistently, just being a product of the product over time, transformed my life mentally, because I felt better physically and I felt more productive. So it has, I've just consistently done that over the past 15 months. And just that alone has transformed my physical and my mental health. Along with the invites. Inviting is so important because that's how you keep your momentum going. It's really easy to say, I already have Success Club 10. I don't need to keep sending out invites. Yes, you do, because you need to set yourself up again for the next month, and you need to continue. Don't just strive for 5, go for 10, and don't just go for 10, go for 20. Go as far as you can, as much as you can, and just keep building and expanding your network, because you never know how many people are out there that you can help. But honestly, guys, this is the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce. It's the 3 vital behaviors. And as Amy was saying, when I jumped on the call about personal development, I made fun of Amy so much for being listen to my podcast on my way to wherever I'm going. I was like, you are so lame. That is the lamest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You're listening to a book, audiobooks are for old people. For real, that was my attitude. And I did not do it. But I guess I didn't know I was missing. I didn't feel bad, but I didn't feel great. But then I was like, all right, Amy, let me see what this stuff is about. And it's life-changing. It literally changes your life. I discovered, and I was like, I don't have time to sit down and read a book now because I work 50 plus hours a week. I'm trying to do this workout. I'm trying to run this business. I don't know what I'm doing with it. And, I have 90 other things going on that I have to do. So then I found the podcast, and, I started listening to National Wake Up Calls, and I started getting on these calls. And these calls are very important too. I think this should be a vital behavior as well. This can be included in your personal development. Get on your team calls. If you can't make it on your uplines call, fine, but get on your own team call. I try to stress that to my team so much. And the people that show up on my team call are the ones that are doing really well right now. But they're so important. This is your personal development. Listening to podcasts, listening to the National Wake Up Call is personal development. Reading this book right here, you guys need to read it if you have not read it. I told people all in my Push to Emerald group, and everybody I run into, I tell them to read this book because it will literally change your life and your attitude. Like, I can't tell you how many, I literally have reread this book 6 times because every time life is really crappy, I'm like, okay. And then it completely retrains your mind to think, especially with me. I'm very open about sharing my struggles with, my mental issues, like my depression. And it's hard for me because when I hit lows, most people can bounce back fairly quickly and keep it moving, or, they deal with things a little easier. But for me, when I hit a low, it takes, I have to do everything in my power. Some days, and most days, I'm going to be real with you guys. It takes me some days a lot to just be like, all right, I have to get up today. I have to get up and I have to do stuff. It's hard, but I'm so much better at that now because of this, because of personal development, because it reminds me that, yeah, my life really isn't that bad and people have it much worse. And I'm really actually a super strong, awesome person, as all of you are too, or you wouldn't be on this call. It's so important. It's so, so important. Yes. The book is called You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Sorry, I didn't say that. But it has literally changed my whole life. I used to be the most negative person. More negative towards myself than other people. I would look in the mirror and find 95 things that were wrong with me. Somebody would give me a compliment and I didn't know how to say thank you. I could not accept a compliment from anybody. No one. I actually argued with people and said they were wrong when they tried to give me a compliment. What kind of jerk does that? Right? You say thank you. But I didn't. I was like, no, you're wrong, because I'm a piece of crap, because that's how I felt. But with losing 50 pounds, being a product of the product, and listening to personal development every day and sending out those invites and building relationships, I now have I'm happy. And I lowered my dose of my depression medication, and I don't need my anxiety medication anymore. I haven't taken an Ativan in it's been over a year. And I'm not saying that, it's because this magical Beachbody stuff fixed me, but I fixed myself with it. I'm being real with you guys. I did this because it gave me structure. It gave me a reason to get out of bed in the morning when I really didn't want to, when I was really upset or whatever. And even now, dealing with the current situation I'm dealing with right now with my family, it's awful, but it's easier for me right now than it would have been a year ago. And I know that for a fact, because I'm struggling, but I'm showing up, I'm here. And a year ago, I wouldn't have been. I would be in my bed with the lights out under a coma of Xanax and Ativan probably. But I'm up and I'm here and I'm helping and I'm continuing to push forward. And I didn't have that strength a year ago. And I'm telling you, the only thing that has, the things that have changed about my life are my health, my fitness, personal development, and you guys, and building relationships with people. And that will bring you success in this business. I tell my coaches, I tell everybody all the time, how do you hit Success Club 10 plus? How did you hit Success Club 25? Or how did you do this? Or how are you in the top volume in Mel's charts every week and all this stuff? This is how. This is how. I'm not some crazy obsessed cult person that, people probably say about me. Actually, funny story, quick side note, rabbit trail, sorry. One of my coworkers today, she's been watching me for a while. I've been doing this for a year. And she said to me today, she's like, all right, Brittany, I'm ready to join your cult. What do I have to do? But that's what people think. They think that I'm in this cult or whatever, but it's not. It's just making yourself a better person. And, you know, Shanti is hot and amazing, so that helps. But like, they see it, they see that, and they want my help because they want to do this too, because I am a completely 100% different person than I was a year ago today. So, I mean, I don't know if I covered what Amy wanted me to, but I just kind of get on a tangent and just go. But there is no magical secret sauce. I'm not paying people to sign up with me. I mean, towards the end of the month, if I need to hit like 10 or something, I do offer the $10 or whatever. And I did that to start my promo, to start for the month. But like, for the most part, I'm just real. Like, I am a real, like Amy was saying when I hopped on the call, like, I'm a hot mess. Like, you guys have seen my Facebook like this week. This is like, that's real. Like, it is real. I'm not doing well right now, but I'm here and I'm getting through it. And I'm just be real, be yourself, be genuine, and just consistently do those 3 vital behaviors. Don't skip your personal development. Send out those friend requests. And when you don't want to, when you're really struggling and you don't want to send out those friend requests and you don't want to do anything, think about your why. That's why your why is so important. And that's why I try to pull your why out of you. Why are you doing this? Doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your children? Are you doing it for your spouse? Are you doing it for your family, your father? Like, I think about my dad every time I want to shut my computer and run and hide and cry, because I have to pay off that man's debt, and I'm going to do it, damn it. I am. And that's why, and I'm sorry for swearing, Amy, but like, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. And so you have to emotionally connect your why when you want to quit, and you just have to keep going. And those 3 vital behaviors, I'm telling you, Carl Deichler is no fool. He knows what he's talking about when he says that. So I'll shut up now, but I hope that was helpful, guys. I love all of you. And like, I, again, am 100% different person than I was a year ago today. And it's because of this. So.
Thank you so much, Brittany. Yeah, so clearly, and, you know, I just want you guys to understand, you know, we all have garbage that we go through in life. We all have things that are going to get in the way. And one of the things is, you know, and this is why I say these are non-negotiables. You cannot make excuses, because there will be times when you just don't feel like it. And there's also going to be times when you are an emotional wreck and crap is hitting the fan and you're going through something and you don't want to do it. But if you do it, it will make you feel so much better. And so that's the thing. That's where you have this choice. You either do it or you make excuses. And that's it. That is it. And I get it. Like, that you might go through a patch where you have a day or two, but you get back on. You can't go a month and then come back on for a couple days and then go another 2 weeks and then come back on for a couple days. You won't ever grow something substantial doing that. And so, you know, if you're here on this call, that means you want to take your business somewhere. That means you're serious about this. That means that you can take this somewhere, because no matter where your, you know, level of understanding is of the products or of working Instagram or whatever it is, those are things you can all figure out. Okay. It's your heart, it's your drive, it's your why that will push you through those times. So just like Brittany was saying, you know, she's going through something right now. Jenna's been going through something. I mean, serious things. And they're at the top of the leaderboard. Why? Because their why is bigger than what they're going through in that moment. And, you know, time passes whether you do it or you don't. So you choose. Are you going to let the time pass and have regrets of, well, if I did this, well, I just should have done this, or whatever it is? Or will you pass the time doing something that is going to produce financial freedom, that will produce happiness within your life? You know, it's a choice. It is a choice. And, you know, there's been times where before getting on these calls, I'm crying and I'm having a breakdown and I just got to go, oh, okay, woo, time to go. And honestly, after doing these calls, I walk away feeling so much better. And I could have been like, canceling, this is horrible, like I can't do it. You know, it's a choice. It is a choice. And so I'm not saying it's going to be easy. And like I said, there may be days where you physically cannot do certain things, and that's okay. But it's not letting significant amount of time pass before you get back on. Okay. So does anybody have questions about the 3 vital behaviors, or, you know, what it is that we have talked about tonight? Anyone?
Amy, can I just piggyback off of that?
Yeah.
A couple things that I took notes on from both what, you know, Kelly and Brittany said, but one thing that you talked about was like connecting. So I think a lot of people are so nervous of that invite. And I know this is something that I talked about with one of my coaches. You know, we try to get to 5 invites, right? And sometimes we even say things like 15 or 20 invites a day. But at the end of the day, it's not invites. You're not sending out this huge long message and putting yourself out on the line. It could be something as simple as, hey, how are you? So just opening up the lines of communication with 5 people every single day that you don't already talk to. It's so far less intimidating than introducing them to Beachbody as a whole, or a challenge group, or, you know, asking them for $130 for Shakeology. Just, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, happy birthday. Hey, you looked good in the wedding pictures. That's something that I have found to be way easier. And then it happens organically in conversations that people start to ask me, oh my gosh, I've seen all these posts that you've had. I'm interested in it. Another thing that I believe Kelly mentioned was have a partner for accountability. I know that I relied on Amy a lot when I first started out with this as my coach to kind of help me out in the process and give me training and, you know, kind of guide me. But one huge resource for me has been my Success Club partners. And I've always had different ones. And the Team Cup this past month was awesome because I branched out and I partnered up with 4 people that I really haven't not interacted well with, but I haven't interacted with at all in terms of coaching. And I got to know them and learn from their kind of best practices and their experiences. So step out of your comfort zone, step away from your upline coach, and get to know the other coaches within any of our upline teams, whether it's Fearless and Fit or Revelation Fitness or somebody that you connect with on the Dream Team page, you know, but partner up with somebody and kind of go over best practices or what you're nervous about, what you're working on, talk to them about your goals and how you can achieve them. And then the last thing that I took kind of wanted to follow up on was being a product of the product and having knowledge of the product. I have a new coach, Priya. I think she's on this call. She's awesome. She wants to absorb everything and take everything in and learn everything. She's like, how can I do it in, you know, a really quick amount of time? And she's gone on, she was a 21-day fix, you know, challenger, and she's gone on the Beachbody On Demand and done every single one of the sample workouts. So that when she's talking to a customer and they say, well, what's this trainer like? Or what is this program like? You know, any of us can pick up the Coach Online office and talk about the little, you know, bullet points that they give us, but she can actually speak to each of the products. So I challenge you guys, you know, like you said, if you can't drink Shakeology, talk to somebody who knows about it. But I challenge you to go out and really get to know the programs and get to know the true product that we believe in and that we stand for and that we're out there helping other people with.
Yes. Awesome input there, James. Thank you. Does anybody else have anything to say, to add to question? No? Okay. So I want you guys to commit to this. And tonight I want you to think about what it is that you are doing as a daily behavior, and then what it is that you can do better. And I want you guys to be honest and post it in our group. And then you guys can, if somebody is strong in personal development and maybe struggles with drinking their shake every day, and maybe you are strong with drinking your shake every day and not personal development, then maybe you guys can pair up and say, all right, these 30 days, let's hold each other accountable to doing this. You make sure I do this, I'll make sure you do this. And you'll be golden, truly. So Kelly, thank you so much for all of that great information. I really, really appreciate it. Brittany, thank you as well, and Jamie for all the stuff that you had to say. I do want to talk really quick about the coach apprenticeship and the 21-day program that I have designed that's coming up. For our coach apprenticeship program, it did start today officially. It is 21 days also, and I want everybody to understand that this group is designed for you to succeed within those 21 days. However, in order to do so, you must participate. So there's going to be kind of like a no tolerance of people not participating in our group. So if you don't do 3 of the posts, then we will have to remove you. If you have something going on, please let me know personally. And there's no time frame within that day. So like if I post early and let's say you don't get to it until 10 o'clock at night, that's okay. I understand. Some people work night turns and it's crazy. So just let me know so that I'm not thinking like, okay, she's never going to do it or whatever. That's okay. We want you to succeed, which is why we are taking this seriously. And like I said, that is the only way that I was able to see success right off the bat was because I just did it. I didn't question it. I treated it like this was my job and Melanie was my boss and she told me to do it and I did it. So there was no excuses on participating and on doing these 3 vital behaviors. So I just want to encourage you to participate and really enjoy the group. We're here to also bond with each other. So it's just really, really important. The people that you go through this group with, if you participate, you will become really close with, and you might eventually be success partners with one another and really help each other. So make sure you're participating, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you and just seeing all the awesome things that you have to offer people. And then secondly is the How to Lose 10 in 21 Days. And that group is, I know people are a little bit confused. This group is something I designed. So it's not the 21-day fix. It's not a certain program off of Beachbody, but you do need the refresh and the month of Shakeology. So the workout program isn't, I don't want to say it's not necessary because you're going to see the best results with a workout program too. But let's say somebody already has a workout program or already goes to the gym, that's fine. Get them the 3-day refresh challenge pack. It is on sale this month and get them in the group. This group, and also, if they don't have a program, we have the kickstarts. So that's a great way to save money and get all 3 together. And, but if that's too expensive, then say, okay, what if we just did the refresh challenge pack? Because this group is based upon your nutrition, okay? So, which is 70% of people's results and usually the thing that people struggle with the most. So it's a very strict program. I'll post it in the group so that people can follow it. I'll post it before we start. And like I said, we start with the 3-day refresh, and then you actually will be going to 2 shakes a day. You are restricted for the first couple days on the carbohydrates and fruit that you eat. We will be doing no dairy the entire time. So this group, it is a strict group. So make sure your people know that there's limitations on their food. I go over portion control. So if they don't have the 21-day fix for, the containers, that's okay. I will provide them with all of that information. So as long as they have the refresh and the Shakeology, they are good to go. This is for people who are wanting to break plateaus. They want to maybe start their weight loss journey, or they're ready to lose that last 10 pounds. So maybe you don't have 10 pounds to lose, maybe it's 5, whatever it is. This will get you there. So does anybody have questions about that group? No. Are you sure? Because I know a lot of people are like, I don't get it. Does that clear things up? Makes sense? Okay. Awesome. If you do come up with any questions later, just message me. That's totally fine. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for jumping on. I really, really appreciate it. And I truly believe in you. Let's kill this month. I want you all to win those workouts. That is awesome. So many great prizes. So, and then once again, keep an eye out. We're going to be having this our own challenge within the group. So every day or every week, we'll be having different challenges that you have to complete, and then you'll get points for each challenge. Also, you'll be able to win prizes through that. If you haven't yet, Amanda posted a little chart thing in our group to let us know what motivates you. Please, please, please fill that out. That really helps us as coaches to just understand one another and how we all operate. So I would really appreciate it if you did that sooner rather than later. And
Amy, there's like a deadline on there too, because I go back to school, so they got to get it done before the deadline.
Okay.
Okay.
If you get it done before the deadline, we will give you 5 points. Okay, so you start off the month with 5 points. So go and do that now. And then you have to keep track of your own points. I might make a spreadsheet and put it in the file section, and then you can edit and modify it as we go along. And we'll have a nice friendly competition. See who gets to win some cool stuff. So have a great night. Once again, don't forget to post your strengths and weaknesses on the 3 Vital Behaviors after this call. And I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces next Tuesday. And don't forget our Thursday morning wake-up calls that we do at 6 a.m. Eastern time. This is our power hour. Believe me, we're like serious hot messes at that time. So you don't have to come dressed to impress. Just roll out of bed, show up, you're good. We won't smell your teeth or see, well, we might see your crazy hair, but we don't really care. So jump on if you can. It's really important. Even if you can make the last 20 minutes, get on. It's a great time. We really help to motivate each other and move our business forward in that first hour of our Thursday morning. So have a wonderful week, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you, guys.